Yo, Karma Nation, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy Tristan, aka SrirachaDFS, back once again with DFS Karma with another first impression video where we do a very early preview of the upcoming NBA slate. The main purpose of the video is to highlight the totals of each game, who's favored, give you guys an injury report for the games, and who benefits or who takes a hit from it. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you do not miss out on any of our free media content or live streams. Also, make sure you're in our free chat room where we're discussing DFS 24/7. Get free plays, free advice, answer questions. It's just a fun time. With that being said, let's just go ahead and get started. This main slate, I think, got 10 games. It's a pretty big, fat size slate. So there's a lot of injury news, and we should just go ahead and get to it. First game on the slate, Milwaukee at Philadelphia, opened up at a 236 total. Milwaukee favored by 5.5. Philly is on a back-to-back. Both teams are... Oh, actually, no. I take that back. Milwaukee is fully healthy, so they're gonna have their full set of guys. But Philly has no Joel Embiid tonight. He didn't play last night either. He's gonna be out for I think 3-4 weeks. Definitely like Tobias Harris, who had a big game yesterday. Ben Simmons, Furkan Korkmaz maybe, and maybe Dwight Howard as well. But Philly could go small if they wanted to. We might see some Matisse Thybulle tomorrow because he might be needed for Giannis Antetokounmpo. But yeah, I mean, like I think Milwaukee's gonna win this one. But Milwaukee has been looking shaky. They had like 2 close games with Washington, one without Beal, one with Beal. So yeah, just something to note. Next game on the slate, Brooklyn at Indiana, opened up at a 232.5 total. Brooklyn's favored by 3.5. On the Brooklyn side, Kevin Durant is out. Blake Griffin is out. I do like Kyrie Irving and James Harden, of course. They get the biggest bumps that Kevin Durant is out. And then on the Indiana side, Jeremy Lamb is questionable. If he were to be out, I think the minutes are secured for Chris LeVert. He'll probably see like 30. Justin Holiday will see his full allotment of minutes, and then maybe Doug McDermott gets a little bump, especially in that second unit now. Yeah, next game on the slate, Toronto at Detroit, opened up at a 221.5 total. Toronto is favored by 2.5. On the Toronto side, Pascal Siakam is questionable. He's been out with COVID. Not sure if he had it or not. I think he did, but don't quote me on that. He's going to be questionable for tomorrow. And it's weird because all 3 of these guys that I'm about to mention, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and OG Anunoby, have been out because of like COVID stuff. And it's weird because now Pascal's questionable, Fred VanVleet's doubtful, and then OG's out. So they all have 3 different statuses, even though they've all been out for a while. It might have something to do with the way that they feel and the way that they're reacting if they did get COVID. So if Pascal sits tomorrow, I do still like Kyle Lowry, Norman Powell, and Chris Boucher. If he comes out and plays, then he's definitely going to bump down the rest of the Toronto Raptors. But definitely Toronto's going to be favored to win this game for sure. On the Detroit side, Rodney McGruder's questionable. Dennis Smith Jr. is questionable. Wayne Ellington's doubtful. Hamidou Diallo's out, and then Killian Hayes is out as well. I do like DeLon Wright. I think he still sees, or he will see his full run, and he's the guy that pretty much mans the offense for him. He like starts it up. He gives it to Mason Plumlee, and they have their little 2-man game and stuff. So if Rodney McGruder were to be out and Dennis Smith Jr., I do like Josh Jackson. Whatchamacallit. And I think if Rodney McGruder were to be in and Dennis Smith is out, then you can see some Rodney McGruder minutes again as well. You might see Saban Lee at shooting guard, or probably Frank Jackson, who got 18 minutes last game as well. Next game on the slate, Sacramento at Washington, high total, opened up at a 245.5 total. Washington is favored by 3. On the Sacramento side, Hassan Whiteside is questionable. Marvin Bagley is out, and because of that, I think Richaun Holmes definitely gets a bump, and probably Nemanja Bjelica. I think he'll see a little bit more run tomorrow, and then Tyrese Halliburton will definitely have to step up his game now that Marvin Bagley's out. Might see him get more rebounds. You might see more touches. So yeah, Washington side, Raul Nato is questionable, and then Ish Smith is out. If Raul Nato were to sit, not sure who runs backup point guard. Maybe Troy Brown. We might see some Troy Brown tomorrow at backup point guard. I know they did that in the past. I don't know if Cassius Winston is part of the rotation enough to run that backup spot, but with Scott Brooks, anything's possible. So yeah, definitely want pieces of this game just because of the total itself. Next game on the slate, San Antonio at Chicago. Opened up at a 228.5 total. Chicago favored by 1.5. Chicago is on a back-to-back as well. On the San Antonio side, DeMar DeRozan is out. Keita Bates-Diop is out. LaMarcus Aldridge is also out. And I definitely like Derek White tomorrow. Definitely think he has a bounce-back game. Burned me the other night. But I think he has a bounce back game. DeJounte Murray is a good play still. And then maybe Lonnie Walker in tournaments just because of if he starts again. And then someone to look at is probably Jakob Poeltl. He's been seeing a bump in minutes ever since he started. And LaMarcus Aldridge is also not going to be with the team anymore. So he has pretty secure minutes. On the Chicago side, Garrett Temple's out. I do like Tomas Satoransky because he's now starting. I also think Patrick Williams starts again, and then Larry Markkinen, I think he just gets a little bump because Garrett Temple's not there to take the shots anymore. So, but very, very small, very, very small. Next game on the slate, Boston at Cleveland, opened up at a 219.5 total. Boston is favored by 5.5. I think that is actually too low. I think Boston's a better team than that, and Cleveland has been struggling. So that's just one thing I noticed off the start. Both teams are on a back-to-back, which might have an issue or a reason to do with that spread. But yeah, I mean, on the Boston side, Tristan Thompson's questionable. He did not play last night due to COVID protocols. He could play today. It might have been a false negative test, or he might not if it was an actual positive test or he came into contact with someone. So monitor the situation. If he's out, Daniel Tice gets a bump and Robert Williams as well. On the Cleveland side, Kevin Love is questionable. He did not play yesterday. Taurean Prince is questionable. Also did not play yesterday. I think Matthew Dellavedova is questionable. He did not play yesterday as well. I just list him as questionable just because there hasn't been like an update for him. So I put him as questionable until news comes out. I don't expect Kevin Love to play. Probably not Matthew Dellavedova, and then maybe Taurean Prince, but I don't know. The situation's weird. I would just monitor it, and then yeah. Golden State at Houston is the next game on the slate. Opened up at a 225.5 total. Golden State favored by 10.5. Houston is on a back-to-back as well. On the Golden State side, there are no new injuries to report, but on the Houston side, however, damn, Rodion Caruso is questionable. Ben McLemore is questionable. He did not play last night along with Rodion. Daniel House is questionable. He did not play last night, but I read that Coach Steven Silas does expect him to play. Ben McLemore, I hope he plays because they're missing bodies, and Christian Wood is questionable. He was doubtful yesterday. Not sure if he plays tonight as well. He's been inching his way back from a very long injury. Victor Oladipo is doubtful. John Wall is out. PJ Tucker out. David Nwaba out. Eric Gordon out. So this is literally round 2 of last night, but even worse. Pretty much a tragic situation. Sorry to all Houston fans out there, man. It's been hard. It's a pretty hard situation to read as well without the injury news of all the questionable people. But on the good side, I mean, if you join our premium chat, from signing up for one of our premium memberships, I guarantee you we will have this all broken down either in our articles or in the chat when the news does hit. So if you're looking forward to that, please join, man. Please join. Next game on the slate, Charlotte at Denver. Opened up at a 231 total. Denver is favored by 6.5. On the Charlotte side, everyone's fully healthy. On the Denver side, Monte Morris is out. RJ Hampton is out. Gary Harris is out. And I do like Will Barton, who had a very good game last game. I think he slots in well at the spot and at the 2. So I like him there. Michael Porter Jr. is also a decent play. And then PJ Dozier definitely will see 20 minutes at least. Next game on the slate, Miami at Memphis. Opened up at a 221 total. Miami's favored by 2. And they are on a back-to-back. On the Miami side, Andre Iguodala is out, Avery Bradley out, and then Maurice Harkless is out as well. Maybe we see more Duncan Robinson minutes, or KZ Okpala keeps his 20 minutes, especially with Bam back and stuff. Like it's weird. But actually, Kelly Olynyk might benefit a little bit off of that. I'm not sure. He did have a big game last night, so we'll see tomorrow. On the Memphis side, everyone's fully healthy besides Jaren Jackson Jr., who's still going to be out for a while. Last game on the slate, Clippers at Dallas, opened up at a 227 total. Clippers are favored by 2.5, and they just played each other last game. On the Clippers side, Serge Ibaka is questionable, and Patrick Beverley is out. If Serge Ibaka were to miss this game again, same situation. Marcus Morris is starting now. I like him, and then Ivica Zubac should start for Serge as well. Definitely like him as well. On the Dallas side, Dwight Powell's questionable, and James Johnson's out. I'm not even sure anyone gets too much of a bump off of this. Maybe like Willie Cauley-Stein or Boban, but like very, very little. Unless it's like a blowout, then you'll see him. You'll definitely see him in, or one of them in. But I don't know if anyone gets a big bump off this, so not really anything to note. And yeah, that wraps up this first impression video for the upcoming NBA slate. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumb up. Thumb up, and also don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more daily media content like this and our live streams. I appreciate you guys all for watching as always, and it's been your boy. You know how it is. It's been your boy Tristan, aka SrirachaDFS. Good luck in your contests tomorrow. Happy hump day, and yeah, have yourselves a good one. I'm out. Peace.